Welcome to AP Channel 9 News. I'm Amanda Duran, and here's Teresa with your severe weather story look back.
The Coriolis effect is necessary for the formation of a hurricane. The Coriolis effect also causes the counterclockwise rotation around the eye. Water temperatures must be 80 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning that the climate must be warmer. An example of a hurricane that recently struck Cape Hatteras would be Hurricane Isabel. Hurricane Isabel formed off the coast of West Africa as a tropical wave and turned into a hurricane on September 7, 2013. This hurricane reached up to a Category 5 storm. The maximum sustained winds were 166 miles per hour. Although when it reached North Carolina, it formed back to a Category 2 storm. There was extreme flooding throughout the coastal region of North Carolina. Storm surges were 6 to 8 feet above normal tide levels. Hurricane Isabel was responsible for 16 deaths across the East Coast. 80% of the homes on the Outer Banks were destroyed. The damages totaled up to $170 million.
Hurricane Isabel, along with other hurricanes, have caused severe damage to communities. People are left without homes for long periods of time. Knowing what to do if there's a chance for severe weather in your area is very important. You need to make sure you know the precautions you need to take in order to stay safe. If a hurricane has been issued in your area, you need to make sure you get to the safest place possible. Listen to your local radio station to hear any news from your local authority. So for our 3-day forecast, we are looking at a high of 60 degrees and a low of 40 degrees on Tuesday, with a 10% chance of precipitation, so no need for rain jackets or umbrellas that day. Winds are moving at about 5 miles per hour coming from the northeast, and humidity is at a 60% high. On Wednesday, we can expect scattered clouds with a high of 63 degrees and a chilly low of 44 degrees. A higher chance of showers today at 30%. The winds are moving at around 8 miles per hour coming from the north. Humidity is at 68%. As for today's weather, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 68 degrees and a warmer low of 53 degrees. 40% chances of rainfall, so bring an umbrella in case you go anywhere. As for today's weather, it will be a high of 68 degrees and a low of 53 degrees, with 40% chance of rain, so bring an umbrella if you go out. And the winds are moving 6 miles per hour coming from the north. The humidity is about 68%.
This map of the United States shows the surface temperatures high and lows. In Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, and Alabama, the temperatures highs are in the high 70s, while as you head northeast, the temperatures go into the low 60s. In the Midwest, there's most places that the highs are in the low 60s, while the other ones are in the low 70s. In some places like Illinois and Iowa. While as you head west towards California, there's highs in the 80s and 77 in Oregon.
As you can tell from this Doppler radar, there are a few storms coming in from Virginia, going to hit New Bern and Raleigh area. And there are a few storms off the coast of Cape Hatteras that are light rain mixed with some heavier rain.
So there's high pressure system in Oregon, Nevada, New Mexico, Wyoming, Colorado, and Nebraska, Minnesota, and Michigan. Well, on Lake Michigan between Illinois. So the highest on land high pressure is in Minnesota with 1,021. There's a higher contour interval in Colorado with 1,024. There is low pressure located along the stationary front